Good morning, everybody. We are about to start. So just waiting for one more presenter. So I will resend the links. I will be resending you the link for the presenter. Okay. Just waiting for Sue to join. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Okay, it looks like we've got everybody. So let's go ahead and start. So let me share my screen so that we have the official welcome page. Just a second. Okay. So welcome everybody to the 2022 instance of May Institute on Computation and Statistics for Mass Spectrometry and Proteomics. I am so very excited and so very delighted to see all of you here, despite the Zoom fatigue and despite all the things that are going in our lives. I am really happy to have a chance to dedicate these 2 weeks to our work and to this exciting topic. And I am very, very grateful to the instructors who join us from many places in the world. We can all come together and talk about all the things that we care about. I'm really grateful for that. So before we start, let me just remind you of some of the logistics. So what we would like to do. So there is a chat box at the bottom of your screen. So let us try to use the chat box only for things such as I can't hear, or where do I find some link, or if you just want to say hi. But if you have, which is very nice, by the way. And on the other hand, if you have more questions related to the science and to the presentation, so then please use the Q&A box, which is also at the bottom of the screen. The Q&A box is nice because it's easier for us to manage it. And so while someone is presenting, other instructors or teaching assistants can actually answer questions live in Q&A. And so despite the fact that it's a webinar and despite the fact that that's online, we actually hope that this will be as interactive as possible, and we welcome all the questions. So this is what we plan to do. And at the end, if there's interest, maybe our speakers can even save the Q&A and paste them in the docs link if you think it's a good idea. And after that, also, if there is time and if the speakers are interested, everybody who would like to stay back and participate, we can promote you to panelists so that you can actually speak, and we can see you as well. So there may also be an opportunity for a discussion at the end. So even though we're on Zoom, I hope that this will actually be a two-way conversation rather than a lecture. That's at least the spirit of May Institute. And another thing that May Institute tries to do is to do things very practical, which not just provide lectures, but also hopefully give you skills that you can take with you and apply directly to the projects you're working on. So this is what we would like to do for this week and for the next week. And today is day one, and I am really, really happy to welcome Lindsay and Sue, who are our first day instructors. We are incredibly lucky to have them with us today because they are extremely knowledgeable, and they're also very, very skilled instructors, but they're also very busy. So we are very happy that they could join us and they could join us today. So let me just do a very brief introduction. So first, Sue. So Sue is currently a principal consulting scientist at Waters Corporation. Prior to that, Sue had a variety of positions. In particular, Sue used to be my colleague at Northeastern University. Before that, Sue worked for Thermo Fisher Scientific. And prior to that, she was affiliated with the Broad Institute, where she was part of the NCI Proteomics Technology Assessment for Cancer, CPTAC program, which was very influential for establishing targeted proteomics workflows. And our second instructor today is Lindsay. So Lindsay is the co-founder and chief technology officer at Talus Bio. Prior to that, Lindsay was a postdoctoral fellow at University of Pennsylvania. And before that, she was a PhD student at University of Washington, working with Mike McCoss, Brendan McLean, and many other people who are involved in the course today. And before that, Lindsay was actually working at the Broad Institute together with Sue. So this collaboration goes way back. So let me stop here and let me welcome the instructors. And I hope that you will have a really good time. And I hope that the day today will be productive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Olga. It is great to be back with the May Institute. So I started the in-person working at the May Institute is just going and giving a lecture here and there. And then towards the end of our in-person time before the pandemic, Lindsay and I were taking and doing the whole 2.5-day short courses. So we've tried to shorten this and make it fit in the literally half-day timeline and bring people up to speed who need it in Skyline and show them how we've used it. But what I would say for at least my portion, the first half is please stop me. If I can't see your hand, like Lindsay or Olga or Brendan, somebody please speak up and say, stop, there's a question, because I'm not really good at seeing the chat and presenting at the same time. So,
and if you are just joining us, a reminder to please use Q&A for questions and chat just to say hi, because chat is much more difficult to monitor for us.
Yes. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, so we will share the screen and I will try to find what I'm supposed to be doing, and it never pops up. So we'll just... All right, so that's the link, all the stuff that people don't really want to see. And I'll share this. Okay, can everybody see my slides?
Yes, we can.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so first I wanted to point off, I also just copied this into the chat. It's a link to Google Drive that has a bunch of folders and directories in it for doing a hands-on Skyline section. If you don't already have that, please go into the chat and click on that link so you can go and download some data sets, the tutorial walkthrough, and the Skyline information you need for like the last half. Okay, so moving on. Hang on, let me try to make this go up so I can see my own slides. Nope. All right, I can't do that. Great, so thank you all for joining. Here today, I will be walking you through how we use proteomics, LC-MS, and Skyline to solve biological problems and answer some interesting biological questions. So while it's interesting, this slide was made a long time ago. This is still pretty much the current application of liquid chromatography, mass spectrometry for discovery of biomarkers. So we use LC-MS in